To all my lovely listeners tuning into the story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you never miss out on the latest updates. Chapter 456, Western Venom Ouyang Feng. Qiu Qianzhong had heard them mention the Eastern heretic, Huang Yaoshi, before. Knowing that Lu Chunfeng and Mei Chaofeng were disciples of the Eastern heretic, he could only spout nonsense to preserve his small life. What? What did you say? Master is dead? Master, that elderly man, is he really dead? Lu Chunfeng was so agitated that he fell from his chair to the ground. Are you telling the truth? No. No. That's impossible. Master's martial arts are peerless, how could he be killed by anyone? You must be talking nonsense, I'll kill you. Impossible, nothing can happen to Master. Mei Chaofeng was no longer calm either. Huang Rong also cried out, Father, I miss Father. Brother Yang, my father. It's nothing, he's lying. Your father is one of the current 5 greats, with high-level martial arts, how could he be killed? This guy is a big fraud, don't believe him. Yang Lei naturally knew that Huang Yaoshi was fine. In fact, Huang Yaoshi had already arrived and was watching all of this from not far away. How could nothing have happened? The 7 true Taoists of Chuanjin moved together. The Eastern heretics' martial arts are indeed formidable, with few rivals, but after all, 2 fists are no match for 4 hands, let alone the world-renowned 7 true Taoists. No matter how powerful Huang Laoxia is, he couldn't stop them and was finally killed by the Chuanjin sect. Qiu Qianzhong's tongue was very sharp, he could make the dead seem alive, and his words were indeed hard to find flaws in. Lu Chunfeng, blinded by concern, was momentarily deceived. However, Huang Rong and the others were not so easily fooled. Huang Rong had been at the Chuanjin sect, although the 7 true Taoists were not all present, how could 7 of them surround and attack her father together? One thought revealed the truth, he was clearly lying. Senior Sister Mei, let's avenge Master together. Let's go seek revenge. Although my legs are inconvenient, my skills remain. My Guiyun manor still has many people, we must stir the Chuanjin sect until heaven and earth are overturned. Mei Chaofeng, do you hear me? Hearing that his mentor had been harmed, Lu Chunfeng was filled with immense grief. Deep hatred now emanated from his eyes. He hated the Chuanjin sect and the 7 true Taoists to the bone. As the saying goes, a teacher for a day is a father for a lifetime. Master being harmed was a blood feud that could not coexist under the same sky. Shut up. Don't you think about it? Can this old fellow's words be trusted? We were just at the Chuanjin sect recently. Ma Yu and the others are now my subordinates, how could they kill the Eastern heretic Huang Yaoshi? Yang Lei shouted. That's right, junior brother Lu, my lord is correct. We were at the Chuanjin sect a few days ago, so Master couldn't have been harmed by them. This scoundrel is lying. Mei Chaofeng nodded. You old liar, how dare you speak nonsense about my father? I'll skin you alive today. Huang Rong was furious, stepping over to Qiu Qianzhong and kicking him repeatedly. Qiu Qianzhong had no martial skills and could only lie there wailing. Wait a moment, someone else is coming. I estimate that person is Western Venom Ouyang Feng. Yang Lei looked into the distance. At this moment, Huang Laoxia had not yet appeared, still hiding to the side. Far away, there was a boat. The person on the boat had martial arts not inferior to the Eastern heretic. Beside him were several people, one of whom was Ouyang Ku. Thus, Yang Lei guessed that the person with high-level martial arts was Western Venom Ouyang Feng. This Ouyang Feng looked middle-aged and tall, bearing some resemblance to Ouyang Ku. Clearly, he was a middle-aged version of Ouyang Ku. Yang Lei knew well that Ouyang Ku was fathered by Ouyang Feng with his sister-in-law. It was normal for them to look alike. Listen up, people of Guiyun Manor. I am Ouyang Feng. Hand over the little prince honestly, then kneel and surrender, or I will flatten. Guiyun Manor. Even from a distance, Ouyang Feng used his true qi to shout loudly. Hearing Ouyang Feng's call for surrender, Lu Qingfeng's face changed greatly. A group of martial arts figures behind him scattered in panic. This Ouyang Feng was notorious. Not only were his martial arts peerless, but his methods were utterly ruthless. The people who died at his hands numbered at least 1,000. Don't worry, he's just Western venom Ouyang Feng. I'll help you take care of him, Yang Lei said with a smile as he saw their panic. Little brother, this is not the time to act tough. Although your martial arts are decent, you cannot possibly be Ouyang Feng's opponent. His martial arts were hard to match 10 years ago, and today they have likely reached another level. Aside from my mentor Huang Yaoshi, Northern Beggar Hong Qigong, and Southern Emperor Master Eating, no one can deal with him. Moreover, Ouyang Feng's poisoning methods are mysterious and unpredictable. Little brother, you should take my junior sister and leave quickly. Lu Qingfeng knew Yang Lei was with his junior sister and didn't want them to get hurt, so he hurriedly waved them away. Although Yang Lei said he could handle Ouyang Feng, in Lu Qingfeng's eyes, this was impossible. He looked only 18 or 19, even if he started cultivating in the womb, he couldn't rival a legendary master like Ouyang Feng. Senior brother Lu, don't worry. Even the old beggar is not brother Yang's match. A mere Western venom is nothing. Huang Rong explained, seeing Lu Qingfeng's disbelief. How is that possible? Lu Qingfeng looked at Huang Rong, completely unbelieving. Junior sister, this is no joke. Ouyang Feng is almost here, if we wait any longer, it'll be too late to leave. It's fine, rest assured. Besides, even if I can't do it, isn't your master, the Eastern heretic Huang Yaoshi, here too? Yang Lei said with a light smile. You're saying master has arrived? Lu Qingfeng's tone shifted. Chapter 457, Killing Ouyang Ku, 1. Mei Chaofeng's body trembled slightly on the side as she grabbed Yang Lei's arm. My lord, are you saying master has really arrived? That's right, brother Yang, has my father really come? Why hasn't he shown himself? Huang Rong asked. Don't get excited. He's really here, but he probably won't appear yet. Let's see what Ouyang Feng is like first. If he's not sensible, I'll just have to kill him. Yang Lei's tone was very calm, but Huang Rong, Mei Chaofeng, and Mu Nianzi all knew he truly had the ability. Sigh. Lu Qingfeng sighed, but continued, if master is truly here, that's for the best. At that moment, Ouyang Feng and Ouyang Ke leaped up, landing simultaneously at the manor. Are you the master of Guiyun Manor, Lu Qingfeng? Where is the little prince? Hand him over quickly, or I will wash Guiyun Manor in blood. Ouyang Feng ignored everyone else and went straight to Lu Qingfeng, looking at him coldly. The Jin dog has been killed by me. You should leave quickly. Lu Qingfeng was not one to fear death. If the youth's words were true and his mentor was here, what was there to fear? Even if master wasn't here, he couldn't retreat and tarnish the reputation of Peach Blossom Island. You. Ouyang Feng was furious. Before he could speak, Yang Lei stepped forward and said, Ouyang Ku, it's been a while. Seeing me and not bowing, you're quite bold. Young master. Seeing Yang Lei, Ouyang Ku couldn't help but tremble. This person had left a deep impression on him, he was terrifying. However, thinking of his uncle being right there, he felt he had backing and shouted at Yang Lei, You. I'm not afraid of you anymore. My uncle is here today. If you beg for mercy, I'll tell him to spare your life. Spare my life? Haha, laughable. Yang Lei laughed loudly. A mere Ouyang Feng was only at the great perfection of the martial saint realm, he didn't even place him in his eyes. As for those poison techniques, they weren't worth mentioning. Ouyang Feng turned around and looked at Yang Lei. Kur, is this the person you spoke of? Yes, uncle, it's him. He made me kneel. Uncle, kill him. Ouyang Ku said coldly. The incident in the prince's mansion was the greatest humiliation of his life. Today, if he didn't kill Yang Lei, his hatred wouldn't be appeased. Moreover, he had fallen in love with Huang Rong at first sight. He hadn't dared to act before because of Yang Lei's threat, but with his uncle here, the situation was different. Kill me? Yang Lei snorted coldly. I think you don't want to live anymore. You dared to betray me. I said it before, anyone who betrays me will not have a good ending. You are the first today. So, go die. Such big words. Today, I will kill you, brat, and avenge my cour. Before Yang Lei could move, Ouyang Feng attacked with his staff technique of the spirit snake. Over the years, Ouyang Feng's snake staff technique had reached the pinnacle, ordinary people could not face it. One must know that in the story of the return of the Condor heroes, when Ouyang Feng and Hong Qigong were at the peak of Mount Hua, Ouyang Feng relied on his genius to crack the dog-beating staff technique. That showed how high his talent was. In terms of pure moves, Yang Lei was indeed not Ouyang Feng's match, but Yang Lei's spiritual power was immense, his speed was fast, and his eyesight was perfect. Martial arts are won by speed. No matter how exquisite Ouyang Feng's moves were, Yang Lei's cultivation was far higher and his speed much faster. Yang Lei saw the staff coming and simply dodged it, then struck at Ouyang Feng's face with a claw. If caught, it would be fatal. Yang Lei's eagle claw technique was at the great achievement stage, and his iron cloth shirt was at the peak level. Under this claw, even steel and bone would be crushed. Ouyang Feng was shocked. This youth was formidable, his speed was so fast that Ouyang Feng felt powerless. He was the legendary Western Venom, yet he couldn't stop a youth's speed. If this got out, where would his face be? Kill him. He must be killed. This youth's potential was too terrifying. If he could pose a threat now, what about later? He might even become more terrifying than Wang Chongyang. Within 3 years, he would be the world's #1 expert. He had to be nipped in the bud. Thinking of this, Ouyang Feng's killing intent grew thicker. His moves became more vicious, each one aiming for a fatal blow. Yang Lei was now a martial god, and his spiritual power was vast. How could he not sense Ouyang Feng's changes? He grew angry too. This toad wanted to kill him, that was unforgivable. He hadn't intended to kill him yet, but since the toad moved first, Yang Lei wanted to strike him down. However, he reconsidered, if he killed Ouyang Feng now, wouldn't he lose the chance to defeat the 5 greats together? If so, his mission couldn't be completed. He had to endure and let the man go for now. Not killing him didn't mean he couldn't hit him. Breaking his limbs was fine, but even then, a crippled Ouyang Feng wouldn't be able to fight in the future. In the martial world, being crippled was the same as having one's martial arts destroyed, which was basically death. Chapter 458, Killing Ouyang Ku, 2. Then I can only injure him severely. But I can't kill Ouyang Feng, however, can't I kill Ouyang Ku? Yang Lei smiled coldly. Ouyang Ku dared to betray him, if he didn't handle him, how could he maintain his prestige? His words would be like dog farts. He had to do what he said. Ouyang Ku was dead. Yang Lei struck out with a palm, forcing Ouyang Feng back, and immediately lunged toward Ouyang Ku. The speed was so fast that people had no time to react. Ouyang Feng saw that Yang Lei's target was his son, Ouyang Ku, and his face changed drastically. Scoundrel, you dare! Ouyang Feng roared, pushing his potential to the limit. His toad kung fu was instantly unleashed, his speed nearly doubling as he struck at Yang Lei's back. Brother Yang, watch out! Huang Rong and Mu Nianzi shouted in alarm. But Yang Lei ignored the attack, aiming straight for Ouyang Ku's throat. Ouyang Ku saw Yang Lei rushing at him so fast that his eyes bulged, he didn't even know how to react. Even if he were conscious, he couldn't dodge Yang Lei's attack. In an instant, Yang Lei's hand caught Ouyang Ku's neck. With a slight exert of force, a crack sound was heard as Ouyang Ku's neck was snapped. Because Ouyang Feng had broken his limits, his punch landed on Yang Lei's back. To Ouyang Feng's shock, Yang Lei ignored his attack to kill his son. Enraged, Ouyang Feng struck again with even more force. Yang Lei had killed his son, ending his bloodline, How could Ouyang Feng not be maddened? He had completely entered a state of frenzy. The hatred of a murdered son was irreconcilable. Seeing Yang Lei take two of Ouyang Feng's punches, Huang Rong and Mu Nianzi were worried sick. The two, along with Mei Chaofeng, rushed forward to kill Ouyang Feng. Unexpectedly, Yang Lei smiled and waved them off, indicating he was fine. At that moment, a man in green appeared in the field. It was the world-famous Eastern heretic, Huang Yaoshi. Seeing Yang Lei about to die at Ouyang Feng's hands, he couldn't bear to see such a talented youth killed. When Ouyang Feng threw the first punch, Huang Yaoshi unleashed his flicking finger divine skill. He wanted to stop Ouyang Feng, but Ouyang Feng had simply tanked the hit. What surprised him even more was that the youth, after taking such a powerful strike from Ouyang Feng, seemed completely unfazed. He didn't know that Yang Lei's cultivation far exceeded Ouyang Feng's. Between the great perfection of a martial saint and a martial god, though only a thin line, the difference in strength was like heaven and earth. Crossing that threshold meant doubling one's strength. Although Yang Lei's power had been suppressed after entering the Legend of the Condor Heroes world from the Chongwu continent, it was still not to be underestimated. Coupled with his great perfection iron cloth shirt, his physical body alone was enough to handle Ouyang Feng. Yang Lei turned around and tossed Ouyang's body in front of Ouyang Feng, a faint smile on his face, as if the death was meaningless. Ouyang Feng looked at his son's corpse and let out a crazed howl. "Kuer, my Kuer! Why did you kill my Kuer?" Then, Ouyang Feng spat out a mouthful of fresh blood. He had been injured by Huang Yaoshi's finger earlier, and the countershock from his own fierce punches hitting Yang Lei was no joke. He was severely injured, and the blow of his son's death caused his internal fire to surge, making him spit blood. He was now like a spent arrow, any second-rate expert could finish him off. Seeing Ouyang Feng so heartbroken, some felt pity. Despite being a wicked man, he was now just a father grieving for his lost son. "Ouyang Feng, go. I won't kill you today. I'll give you a chance for revenge." Yang Lei hadn't originally planned to kill him. If Ouyang Ke hadn't been the first to break his rules, Yang Lei would have even tried to recruit Ouyang Feng. But recruitment was now impossible. Since he couldn't kill him yet, he could only let him go. "I will kill you sooner or later. I'll wait for you. But with your martial arts, I'm afraid it's hopeless in this life. However, I'll tell you, I'll give you a chance. When the time comes, all 5 grades can come at me together." Yang Lei's voice was indifferent. As the cold wind blew, Ouyang Feng regained some clarity. He knew seeking revenge would be extremely difficult. This youth was terrifying, only 18 or 19, yet his martial arts were at such a level. He knew clearly that even if Wang Chongyang had taken those 2 punches, he would have died. Yet this youth was fine. Ouyang Feng picked up Ouyang's body and left Guiyun Manor. Everyone was stunned, especially Lu Chengfeng and Lu Guining. So the youth had told the truth, his martial arts were beyond comprehension. Ouyang Feng couldn't do anything to him, and he took 2 punches without a scratch. Could he be practicing the legendary Vajra indestructible divine skill? Father, is that you?" At that moment, Yang Lei heard Huang Rong shout. Yang Lei knew Huang Yaoshi had arrived and had even tried to help, though it wasn't necessary. "Ronger. Master." Lu Chengfeng was excited, crawling toward Huang Yaoshi. Mei Chaofeng's body shook as she turned to look at the Eastern heretic. "Father, take off your mask. You look so ugly like that." Huang Rong pounced into her father's arms, acting spoiled. Chapter 459, Marriage Proposal. "You little girl, I didn't expect your martial arts to improve so quickly." Huang Yaoshi was shocked. Huang Rong's cultivation had reached the level of a first-rate expert. It had only been a few days, the speed was incredible. He knew his daughter's personality, she didn't like practicing and preferred strange hobbies. Her talent was high, but this progress must be related to the youth before him. He noticed his daughter relied on him heavily, which made him feel a bit sour, but seeing her acting spoiled in his arms made him happy. "Master, disciple greets master." Mei Chaofeng hesitated but finally knelt before Huang Yaoshi. Huang Yaoshi was a man of principles. What had his disciple Mei Chaofeng done before? It was a grave sin. She had stolen the Nining manual, causing his wife to die from exhaustion while trying to rewrite it. He had been furious then and had even punished the other disciples in his rage. But years had passed, and time was the best medicine. His hatred had faded, replaced by melancholy. He sighed as he looked at Mei Chaofeng. However, he didn't look at her again and turned to Lu Chengfeng. Chengfeng, you have done well. Your master was wrong to treat you that way back then. Master, no, no. Your disciple only begs to be allowed back into the sect. Lu Chengfeng's voice choked up. Seeing master today makes me so happy. Chengfeng, take this. It will be good for your legs. Huang Yaoshi took out a manual. Thank you, master. Lu Chengfeng was overjoyed. Master had finally agreed to let him return. This was his lifelong wish. He was ecstatic. Then Lu Chengfeng said to Lu Guining, Guining, come here and greet your grandmaster. Lu Guining, seeing that his father was a disciple of the Eastern heretic, one of the 5 greats, hurriedly knelt. Disciple Lu Guining greets grandmaster. Huang Yaoshi didn't respond or let him kowtow. Instead, he raised a hand and pushed out a palm strike. Lu Guining stumbled back several steps and fell. Lu Chengfeng was shocked. Master, your disciple, only has this one son. You are good, you didn't teach him your techniques. Huang Yaoshi said, did he join the Xianhe sect? Lu Chengfeng realized his master was testing his son's martial arts. Your disciple dared not violate sect rules. Without master's permission, I would never teach our techniques to outsiders. This boy joined the Xianhe sect under Master Kumu. Huang Yaoshi sneered. That Master Kumu isn't even worthy of carrying Peach Blossom Island shoes. Teach him yourself from now on. Thank you, master. Lu Chengfeng was delighted and barked at Lu Guining, why aren't you thanking Grandmaster? Lu Guining kowtowed quickly. Thank you, Grandmaster. Thank you, Grandmaster. Huang Yaoshi nodded and turned to Mei Chaofeng. Do you know your wrongs? I know, master, I know. I only ask for a light punishment, no, master, a heavy one. The heavier the better, your disciple will accept it all. Mei Chaofeng's body shook. Fine. Where is the Nining manual? Huang Yaoshi asked. It's here with me. Mei Chaofeng brought out the manual and gave it to him. Has anyone else seen it besides you? Huang Yaoshi asked. I. Besides her, Yang Lei, Mu Nianzi, and Huang Rong had seen it. She had also taught Wan Yenkong the Nining white bone claw. She was at a loss for words. Huang Yaoshi didn't give her a chance to speak and looked at her coldly. Out of consideration for your remorse, if you complete 2 tasks, I will let you return to the sect. First, heal junior brother Lu's legs. Second, kill everyone who has seen the Nining manual. Then he slapped Mei Chaofeng's back. Mei Chaofeng felt a sharp pain. She knew this was a poison needle technique of the sect called the bone-attaching needle. Once slapped into the body, the needle embedded into the bone joints. The poison acted slowly, causing excruciating pain 6 times a day following the blood circulation. It wouldn't kill immediately but would torture the victim for a year or 2. One could use internal energy to resist, but that only made the pain more intense. Mei Chaofeng knew even 1 needle was like hell, what about 3? Mei Chaofeng grabbed her whip, wanting to strike her own skull to end it. Yang Lei immediately grabbed the whip. He then patted the spot where Huang Yaoshi had struck, channeled his qi, and easily found the needles. With his power, removing them was simple. He didn't like this, after all, she was his subordinate. You. Seeing Yang Lei easily neutralize his needle technique, Huang Yaoshi was furious and about to move. But Huang Rong hugged him. Father, don't fight brother Yang. You don't know how much senior sister Mei has suffered all these years. Her eyes are blind, and senior brother Chen Xianfeng was killed. Please don't punish her anymore. Senior Huang, you don't need to make Mei Chaofeng do those things. I can heal Lu Qingfeng's legs. As for killing those who saw the Nining manual, that's not necessary. I've seen it, and I've taught it to Rong'er and Nianzi. Today, Rong'er and I are in love. This is the complete version of the Nining manual, consider it my betrothal gift. Chapter 460, Eastern Heretic Exchange. Yang Lei finished speaking and took out a book from his storage ring. It was the complete Nining manual. He had already learned it, so he didn't need to keep it, especially since he had memorized it. Huang Rong's face turned crimson. Her slender fingers nervously fiddled with her clothes, her head lowered. Seeing his daughter like this, and being provoked by Yang Lei, Huang Yaoshi snorted. What is your name? Do you think I will definitely marry my daughter to you? Yang Lei wasn't angry and smiled. You will, because you are the Eastern Heretic. You won't watch your daughter be unhappy. Furthermore, I can give you things that will allow your martial arts to advance further, showing you what true cultivation and the path of martial arts are. Huang Yaoshi, originally furious, looked at him coldly. Fine, then tell me, what can you give me? To make my martial arts advance? You know. That at my level, taking another step is not easy. Do you know how many years I've been at this level? Yang Lei laughed. How do you think my martial arts are? He didn't explain directly but smiled at Huang Yaoshi. At your age, to be able to defeat Ouyang Feng, you are very strong. I admit I am not as good as you. But if you think you can force me to marry Rong'er to you with that, you are being ridiculous. Actually, Huang Yaoshi was quite satisfied with a talent like Yang Lei being his daughter's husband, but he was still unhappy with the youth's previous words. I tell you, my cultivation has long surpassed your level. Even if all 5 grades came at me together, they wouldn't be my match. Yang Lei thought for a moment and added, some things are inconvenient to say here. If you are interested, we can find a place to talk later. Humph. Huang Yaoshi clearly didn't believe him. He wasn't easily fooled, and as the arrogant Eastern heretic, he never liked receiving help. Yang Lei's offer felt like charity, which he couldn't stand. Father, Brother Yang is really powerful. Huang Rong interjected. Powerful or not, that's his business. Fine, we are going back to Peach Blossom Island. As for Mei Chaofeng, I won't care anymore. Huang Yaoshi knew that things had reached this point, and further words were useless. He had achieved his goal and obtained the complete Nining manual. It was time to return and burn it at his wife's grave. He looked at Huang Rong. Rong'er, come back to Peach Blossom Island with me. Huang Rong immediately looked unhappy, pouting and shaking her head. No, I'm not going back. I want to stay with Brother Yang. Hearing her tone, Huang Yaoshi's face darkened. He was happy for her, but he sighed in his heart, his daughter had finally grown up and had her own ideas. Fine, suit yourself. Really? Father, you're the best. Huang Rong was overjoyed. Yang Lei was also surprised. He thought Huang Yaoshi would be like in the original story and force her back, but he didn't expect him to agree. Actually, Huang Yaoshi knew his daughter's personality well. Even if he forced her back, her heart wouldn't be there, and she would just run away again. It was better to let her stay with this youth, who seemed decent and upright. Besides, her heart was already set on him. If he forced them apart, she would only hate him. With Huang Yaoshi and Ouyang Feng gone, Yang Lei took charge of Guiyun Manor. Of course, his purpose here was clear: first, to meet the Eastern heretic; second, and most importantly, to recruit Guiyun Manor; third, to see how Wanyan Kong was doing. Wanyan Kang's loyalty was only at 50, and Wanyan Honglia's was at 53. Conversely, the loyalty of Sha Tongtian and Liang Zaiwang had not decreased but slightly increased, which satisfied Yang Lei. The drop in loyalty for the Wanyans meant they had rebellious thoughts but were waiting to see if Ouyang Feng could defeat him. Yang Lei knew all this. He decided to wait until he met Wanyan Honglai again to decide how to handle them. After all, Wanyan Hong Lai was the Prince of Jin and held military power. He would be useful in taking over the Jin Empire. Find a quiet place, I'll heal your legs. Yang Lei told Lu Chingfeng. Young Master Yang, is it really possible? Lu Chingfeng was still skeptical. Although Yang Lei's martial arts were great, he was so young. Could he be a master physician too? That would be too monstrous. Don't worry, I said I can. I healed Senior Sister May's eyes, fixing your legs is easy. Yang Lei smiled. He didn't mind the doubt. He looked too young, and Lu Chingfeng had been crippled for years, likely seeing many famous doctors who failed. I can guarantee that in at most 1 hour, you will be able to walk again. Yang Lei was confident. He just needed to re-break the bones, reconnect the tendons, and use a healing talisman. Chapter 461, Controlling Guiyun Manor, 1. How is that possible? Hearing Yang Lei's words, his slight belief vanished. 1 hour was simply unrealistic unless he was an immortal. Senior Brother Lu, if Brother Yang says 1 hour, he means 1 hour. Huang Rong, seeing their disbelief, said with some dissatisfaction. Haha, it's normal not to believe. You'll see the results soon. Yang Lei smiled. Where is a room? Led me there. Lu Guining, seeing Yang Lei's confidence, hurriedly helped his father and said to Yang Lei, this way, this way. He wasn't worried Yang Lei would harm his father. With his martial arts, if he wanted to kill them, it would be easy. Moreover, he was his father's junior sister's husband, there was no reason to harm them. Ronger, Nancy, wait here for me. I'll be back shortly. Yang Lei told the 2 girls. We know, Brother Yang. Huang Rong nodded. After following Lu Guining into the room, Yang Lei said, go get some water. Lu Guining nodded and went out. Yang Lei went to Lu Chingfeng and inspected him. The tendons in both legs were severed, reconnecting them would be a bit troublesome, but only a bit. How is it, young Master Yang? Can my legs be healed? Lu Chingfeng asked, seeing Yang Lei's slight frown. Naturally. Pull up your pant legs. I need to re-break the bones to reconnect the tendons properly. Yang Lei didn't hide it and spoke directly. Actually, he could use a light healing talisman, but he didn't want to waste 500 million points. Hearing this, Lu Chingfeng hesitated. Re-breaking legs was excruciating, not everyone could endure it. Seeing his hesitation, Yang Lei smiled. If you don't want that, it's fine, but other methods will be much slower. If he didn't do it this way, he would have to open the medical system, learn a medical skill, and buy a skill book for acupuncture. After reaching intermediate acupuncture, he could heal it, but the cycle would be much longer, which Yang Lei didn't want. Go ahead, I can endure it. Lu Chingfeng said. Yang Lei nodded, relieved. He chatted with Lu Chingfeng while moving quickly, striking the crippled legs, then channeling true qi through the meridians and applying a talisman. The process was extremely fast, finished in less than a minute. Lu Chingfeng was in intense pain, sweat pouring down his face. It's done. Rest a bit and you'll be fine. Under the inspection of the true eagle eye, the tendons were reconnected. He estimated it would take 3 days for a full recovery, but in half an hour, he could walk, albeit with difficulty. Lu Guining returned with water and saw his father's bloodied legs. He was worried, but Yang Lei didn't give him a chance to speak. You're just in time. Clean up your father. He's basically fine now, he can get out of bed after a short rest, but full recovery takes a few days. He can walk in half an hour. With that, Yang Lei turned and walked out. He went toward where the girls were staying. After a few steps, a system prompt sounded. Asterisk ding. Congratulations to the player for healing Lu Chingfeng's legs. Gained 100 million experience points and 1 million points, asterisk ding. Congratulations to the player for unlocking the medical system. Gained the title of junior physician and the skill junior acupuncture. Yang Lei was stunned. He thought he had to exchange for it, but the system gave it automatically. The title was very helpful. Talismans could heal physical injuries, but they couldn't cure other illnesses. Acupuncture could. He felt a bit regretful he hadn't unlocked it earlier when he treated Mei Chaofeng's eyes. He didn't get experience then, which confused him, but he stopped thinking about it. He found Huang Rong and Mu Nianzi, who were looking a bit low-spirited, but their faces brightened when they saw him. "Brother Yang, you're here. How did it go?" Huang Rong asked. "A small matter." Yang Lei smiled. "With me handling it, everything is easy. I'll handle one more thing, and then we can leave. Shall we go to Peach Blossom Island?" "Yes." Huang Rong was overjoyed. "Peach Blossom Island is beautiful. I'm sure you'll love it." "Of course. If it weren't great, how could it produce a beauty like my Ronger?" Chapter 462, Controlling Guiyun Matter, 2. Brother Yang is teasing me. It's the truth. If you don't believe me, ask Nianzi. Isn't Ronger a great beauty? And so is our Nianzi. Yang Lei said with a smile. Yang Lei wanted to wrap things up at Guiyun Manor quickly, but he decided to stay a bit longer. He had promised Huang Rong and Mu Nianzi to tour Lake Tai. That afternoon, they went out on a boat. The three of them together were very happy. The next day, Lu Qingfeng's legs were more than half recovered, and he could already walk. In the main hall of Guiyun Manor, Yang Lei sat in the seat of honor. "Actually, my coming to Guiyun Manor had a purpose." Yang Lei looked at Lu Qingfeng. "I want Guiyun Manor to accept my leadership. In other words, I want it to become a force under my command to help me contest for the world." What does young Master Yang mean?" Lu Qingfeng was shocked but also skeptical. This was no small matter. He was talking about rebellion, a crime punishable by the execution of 9 generations. Yang Lei smiled slightly and looked at everyone, his tone calm. "To put it another way, I want to revolt. Overthrow the Great Song, defeat the Jin, and crush the Mongols to establish a unified dynasty. A world where people don't suffer from war or corrupt officials." But, young Master Yang, my Guiyun Manor may be water bandits, but fighting the imperial court is no easy feat, Lu Guining said excitedly, but knowing the difficulty. "Haha. To tell you the truth, today, the Chuanjin sect, the Beggar sect, and the Iron Palm sect are already under my control." Yang Lei laughed. "If nothing goes wrong, Wanyan Honglai of Jin will also become my subordinate. Wanyan Kong is still here, right?" "Actually, Wanyan Honglai, Wanyan Kong, and Ouyang Ku were already my subordinates. However, Ouyang Ku betrayed me as soon as I left, thinking Ouyang Feng could deal with me. He was the first to betray, so I killed him." Yang Lei continued, "I know Wanyan Honglai isn't easily subdued. He yielded before just to save his life. Ouyang Feng's arrival gave him hope, but he didn't expect Ouyang Feng to be so easily handled. I'll go to Jin soon. If he's still stubborn, I'll take his small life." Cold killing intent emanated from him. "Chuanjin sect and the Beggar sect? Is that true?" Lu Qingfeng was completely stunned. If those two were already on board, then Guiyun Manor joining was not impossible. "Yes. Today, the 7 true Taoists have gone to contact other major sects, and the old beggar is making preparations." Yang Lei nodded. "Father, let's just revolt. I've long been disgusted with the imperial court. Corrupt ministers rule, and the commoners suffer." Lu Guining told his father. Lu Qingfeng still hesitated. Yang Lei didn't force them. "It's fine. If you really don't want to, I won't force you." He smiled. Guiyun Manor wasn't that strong, he could handle it easily. Actually, if he wanted, he could just kill the emperors and ministers of the Song, Jin, and Mongols. But without enough troops and administrators, that would cause chaos. After hesitating for a long time, Lu Qingfeng looked at Yang Lei, then at his son, and finally nodded. "Fine, young Master Yang, no, my lord. Today, Guiyun Manor submits to you. We will serve you like horses and dogs." Good, good. Rest. Assured, I am certain. You won't be disappointed. You will see that this is the wisest decision of your lives. Yang Lei was pleased, though Guiyun Manor wasn't a massive force. Wanyan Kong? Yang Lei smiled at him. Didn't expect me, did you? Young master? Wanyan Kong was shocked but quickly said, Young master, are you here to save me? You're quite bold. Yang Lei shouted. Don't think I don't know what you were thinking. You, your father, and Ouyang Ke never intended to truly submit. You thought Ouyang Feng could deal with me? Let me tell you, Ouyang Feng has been beaten away. If I hadn't spared him, the Western Venom would be a corpse like his nephew now. Wanyan Kong was stunned. Ouyang Ke was killed, and Ouyang Feng was driven off. That was terrifying. He knew how strong Ouyang Feng was. Chapter 463, Nyojia Village. Young master, I didn't. I really didn't want to betray you. Wanyan Kong quickly pleaded for mercy. I will go back and serve you well with my father. We will do our best for your great cause. Wanyan Kong didn't want to die. He remembered Yang Lei's warning that betrayal meant death. Since Ouyang Ke was dead, he knew he had to gain Yang Lei's trust to survive. Can your words still be trusted? Yang Lei sneered. Definitely. Young master, I can swear to the heavens. Wanyan Kong pounded his chest. Yang Lei looked at him coldly. If you want a chance, it's not impossible. Really? Young master, I guarantee I won't let you down. I can build a massive army for you. Wanyan Kong grabbed onto this like a drowning man grabbing a straw. An army? You don't have that ability. Yang Lei sneered. His father might, but not him. Yang Lei took out a pill and gave it to Wanyan Kong. This is a poison pill. It's a chronic poison. Once taken, your life is in my hands. If you don't have the antidote, you will turn into pus and die in half a year. Eat it. Young master, Wanyan Kong hesitated. No one wanted their life to be in someone else's hands. What? Yang Lei glared. You can refuse, but then I'll just kill you right now. Wanyan Kong was startled, those eyes were like swords. He lowered his head. I'll eat it, young master. He swallowed the pill. Yang Lei took out 2 more ceramic bottles. These 2 bottles. The black one also has a poison pill, just like the one you took. Take it back and give it to your father, Wanyan Honglai. You can refuse, but if I find out he didn't take it when I go to Jin, I'll kill you instantly. I'll do it. Serving young master is my honor. Wanyan Kong was a man who feared death, he wouldn't dare refuse. Yang Lei nodded. The other bottle has 2 antidotes. They can delay the poison for 6 months. In other words, if you take it in half a year, it will extend your life by another 6 months. After a year, I won't give you any more unless I see you've been faithful. We won't fail you. Good. I have a task for you, gather funds for me. War needs money, and I need a lot of it. Also, try to control the Jin army, remember, try. With the chronic poison, Yang Lei wasn't worried. This poison was his own specialty from the Poison Classic. No one in the Legend of the Condor Heroes world could cure it. Yes, young master. I will inform my father. Fine, go. No one will stop you. As for your foolish brother Guojing, if you see him, tell him Yang Lei says to go to Shenyang to find the beggar sect. Young master, is there anything else? Yang Lei waved him off. Nothing else. Go. Remember my words. Nyojia Village. Yang Lei remembered there was a secret room here with treasures stolen from the imperial palace by Chu Lingfeng, Huang Yasher's disciple, who had died fighting imperial guards. Yang Lei needed money, so he wouldn't let this go. Arriving at Nyojia Village, he found a girl acting foolishly in a tavern. He knew this was Chu Lingfeng's daughter, the silly girl. Are you silly girl? Yes. My name is Silly Girl. How did you know? Big brother, you're so smart. She giggled. I naturally know. Yang Lei smiled. Huang Rong was surprised. Brother. Yang, is her name really Silly Girl? She does look silly. She's the daughter of your senior brother Chu Lingfeng. Her brain was damaged, so she's like this. Yang Lei explained. Ah. Where is senior brother Chu? Is he here too? Yang Lei nodded. He is, but he's dead. Under Yang Lei's true eagle eye, he easily found the secret room. He struck a wall with his palm, and it crumbled. Dust billowed out, it hadn't been opened in a long time. As the dust settled, he went inside, followed by the three girls. Indeed, Chu Lingfeng's skeleton was there, along with several imperial guards. Beside them were several large chests. These were the treasures Chu Lingfeng stole for his master. Yang Lei wasn't going to be polite. After burying Chu Lingfeng and the guards, he prepared to find Mu Nianxi's foster father, but first, he had to settle Silly Girl. He turned to Mei Chaofeng. Chapter 464, Spirit Vein of Peach Blossom Island, 1. Mei Chaofeng, take Silly Girl to Peach Blossom Island. Her condition is partly because of you. Mei Chaofeng hesitated but nodded. Don't worry, your master won't make things hard for you. Yang Lei smiled, knowing she still feared Huang Yaoshi. With Mei Chaofeng gone, 1/3 wheel was removed. The three of them walked through the village and easily found Yang Tiexing's residence, but they found a squad of Jin soldiers there. Mu Nianxi was horrified to see them surrounding her father and Bao Shirua. She rushed forward. Yang Lei and Huang Rong looked at each other, things weren't looking good. It seemed Wanyan Honglai hadn't given up and had come looking for them again. Yang Lei was furious, he had to give Wanyan Honglai a lesson. When they arrived, Bao Shirua was already clutching Yang Tiexing's body. He was dead, and her eyes were vacant. She wanted to commit suicide, but Mu Nianxi saved her. Brother Yang, quick, save my father. Mu Nianxi cried. She knew Yang Lei had amazing means and put all her hope in him. Yang Lei stepped forward and used his identification skill, then shook his head. He was completely gone, there was no way to save him. If there was even a breath left, there might be a chance, but he was dead. He wasn't a god. Brother Yang, save him, please. It's not that I won't, but he's already dead. Even the best medicine cannot bring back the dead. Yang Lei shouted, seeing her desperation. He's dead. Taiji is dead, why didn't you let me die too? Bao Shirua cried. Ronger, take care of her. Yang Lei told Huang Rong. Bao Shirua's grief was a headache. I'll go handle these Jin soldiers. I know. Brother Yang, rest assured. Yang Lei patted Mu Nianxi's shoulder. Nianxi, let's go avenge Uncle Yang. At the mention of revenge, Mu Nianxi nodded firmly. Kill. Kill them. A leader shouted as he saw Yang Lei and Mu Nianxi. Yang Lei looked at him coldly. This man wasn't a Jin commander, these were just Wanyan Honglia's guards. They were Song soldiers led by Duan Tianda. Over 10 years ago, he was the one who destroyed the Yang and Gua families. Yang Lei's identification skill confirmed it was Duan Tianda. This was a surprise for Gua Jing, killing Duan Tianda would make recruiting Gua Jing easier. He is your father's enemy, Duan Tianda. He led the troops to surround Niujia village years ago. He's back again, likely on Wanyan Honglia's orders. Yang Lei told Mu Nianxi. Go, avenge your father. Kill. I want to kill them all. Mu Nianxi roared. Under the stimulus of hatred, her speed was incredible. She lunged at the Song soldiers like a wolf among sheep. Soon, the entire squad was wiped out by her, leaving only Duan Tianda. Don't kill me. It was Wanyan Honglai who made me do it. Please, lady, don't kill me. Duan Tianda was a coward, he had only attacked Niujia village back then for Wanyan Honglai. Not killing you would be too easy. Yang Lei sneered. He'd kill such people on sight. But he thought, if Mu Nianzi didn't kill him, handing him to Guojing would be a good choice. After all, Guojing was the son of Guo Xiaotian, Yang Tiexin's sworn brother. Mu Nianzi was kind-hearted. After killing so many, she couldn't take it anymore. Her sword fell to the ground, and she collapsed into Yang Lei's arms, sobbing. Duan Tianda tried to flee, but Yang Lei kicked a pebble, hitting his back and sealing his acupoints. Nianzi, let go of the grief. You still have me. Yang Lei comforted her. After a long time, she looked up, her eyes red. Yang Lei gently wiped her tears. He then picked up Duan Tianda like a pig. Speak. Where is Wan Yanhong Lai? Yang Lei asked coldly. Chapter 465, Spirit Vein of Peach Blossom Island, 2. Yang Lei was furious. He didn't quite know how to handle Wan Yanhong Lai. He was a prince of Jin, killing him would make taking over Jin harder, which would affect his unification mission. But if he didn't kill him, Mu Nianzi would be unhappy since he was her father's murderer. But Yang Lei knew Mu Nianzi understood the bigger picture. He would wait until the grand situation was settled before dealing with him. Ronger, how is she? Yang Lei asked as they approached the girls. Duan Tianda, I'll kill you. Bao Shirua stood up. This was the man who killed her husband. Her eyes were red. She, who was usually weak, picked up a saber and hacked at Duan Tianda. The pathetic man was hacked to death by a weak woman with no martial arts. Wah! After killing him, she threw the saber and wailed. Tai Ji, did you see? I avenged you. Yang Lei sighed. It was good she let it out. To take care of Bao Shirua, their travel speed had to slow down. Yang Lei made a carriage for the women while he acted as the coachman. After all, he was the man. Out of Niujia village, they headed for Peach Blossom Island. It was in the East Sea, usually a quick trip, but slow with Bao Shirua. Days later, they arrived. Bao Shirua was feeling much better thanks to Mu Nianzi, Huang Rong, and Yang Lei's medicine. Peach Blossom Island lived up to its name, peach blossoms everywhere. Father, you're here. Huang Rong was overjoyed to see Huang Yaosher and pounced into his arms. My precious daughter is back, how could I not come? Huang Yaosher smiled. All right, let's go in. The formations on the island were decent. For someone who didn't understand them, getting in would be hard. But for Yang Lei, a high-level array master with the true eagle eye, they were like child's play. The next day, Huang Rong took everyone on a tour. Yang Lei discovered a spirit vein on the island, which surprised him. He realized why the blossoms were always in bloom. The spirit vein was small, but enough to keep the island in perpetual spring. If he set up a spirit gathering formation, the qi would increase, making it a perfect cultivation spot. What are you thinking about? Huang Rong asked, seeing him dazed. Nothing, just thinking about a problem. What problem? Can you tell me? She leaned against him. It's a good thing for Peach Blossom Island. I found a small spirit vein, that's why the flowers stay in bloom. A spirit vein? Yes. With this, if I set up a formation, the qi will double or more. Cultivating here for 1 day would be like 2 days outside. Really? Then hurry and set it up. I need to inspect the area first to see where to place it. Yang Lei shook his head. I'll go with you then. The two of them scouted the island. Yang Lei used his true eagle eye and found the center of the spirit vein was in the middle of the island. There was also an underground hot spring that hadn't been tapped. They wandered into a cave and found someone there, a man who looked like a savage with white hair but a ruddy face. Yang Lei knew this was Zhou Badong, Wang Chongyang's junior brother. He had been imprisoned here for over 10 years by Huang Yaosher, which had led him to create the ambidexterity technique. Excluding hidden masters, Zhou Badong was likely the #1 expert in the Legend of the Condor Heroes world right now. Chapter 466, Old Imp Zhou Badong. Yang Lei knew that powerful experts certainly still existed, like in the Shaolin Temple. Shaolin was said to be the source of all martial arts, and that wasn't an empty boast. In demigods and semi-devils, the sweeping monk's cultivation was terrifying. Yang Lei guessed he was likely beyond the martial god realm. Such people had long lifespans, living until now was no issue. Last time, it was because of that old man that I fought with my father, Huang Rong said as she saw Zhou Badong. Yang Lei smiled. Let's go over. He's likely Zhou Badong of the Chuanjin sect. It wouldn't be bad to recruit him as a helper. Yes, let's go. That old man is interesting. He's from Chuanjin? Yes, he's the highest-ranking member of Chuanjin, Wang Chongyang's junior brother. Then his martial arts must be very high? Yang Lei nodded. His martial arts are indeed formidable now. If he knew how to use them properly, he could definitely defeat your father. I don't believe it. If he's so strong, why is he still trapped here? Huang Rong pouted. Yang Lei laughed and shook his head. I said he doesn't know how to use them yet. If he did, he'd already be free. Besides, he has the upper volume of the Nining manual, but he refuses to practice it. If he did, defeating your father would be easy. Nining manual? Yes. Your father's copy was obtained from Zhou Badong by your mother. Yang Lei said. Your mother was truly smart, just like you, though maybe a bit smarter, with a photographic memory. Your memory is good, but a bit behind hers. However, as your cultivation increases, you'll be able to do that too. Of course, my mother was the smartest. Huang Rong was happy to hear her mother praised. She had lost her at a young age but held her in high regard. Careful, don't go further. Seeing Huang Rong skipping ahead, Yang Lei pulled her back. He knew Zhou Badong had set traps. His true eagle eye saw them clearly. Zhou Badong was a child at heart and loved pranking people. Brother Yang, why are you stopping me? Can't I go forward? Yang Lei pointed to the ground. Look closely. If I didn't stop you, the consequences would be dire. Zhou Badong is called the Old Imp for a reason, he loves pranking. He set a trap here, don't you smell how bad it is? It is really stinking. That is. You, disgusting. That old man, even after I brought him food, he's so mean. I almost stepped in it. Huang Rong shouted angrily. Yang Lei laughed and whispered in her ear, since he treated us like this, shall we give him a lesson? Yes. We must. Make him step in his own trap. Huang Rong muttered. Yang Lei nodded with a smile. With his cultivation, baiting Zhou Badong was easy. He was now far stronger than him. Old Imp Zhou Badong. Come out. I brought you good food. Yang Lei shouted. Zhou Badong was delighted to hear a stranger's voice, but he immediately frowned. Could it be someone Huang Laoxia sent to trick me out of the Nining manual? No, I won't go out. Let's see what he does. He smiled and shouted back, I'm not coming. I won't be tricked. You're definitely sent by that old turtle Huang Laoxia to trick me. I'm not that stupid. You're making me so angry. Brother Yang, you must handle this old man. Huang Rong was furious to hear her father called an old turtle. She admired her father greatly, and now that Yang Lei was around, she didn't allow anyone to insult him. Yang Lei laughed inwardly. Zhou Badong was the only one in the world who dared call Huang Yaoshi an old turtle. Rest assured, Ronger. He insulted my future father-in-law, I must teach him a lesson. He needs to learn who he can and cannot insult. Old Imp, come out. If you don't, I won't be polite. I'm not coming out. See what you can do to me. Haha. Zhou Badong said smugly. Chapter 467, Reaping What One Sows. You're really not coming out? If not, I'll use my ultimate move. Yang Lei said. Humph. Use whatever you want, I'm not coming out. The old imp's tone was incredibly smug. Yang Lei shook his head. He remembered the person Zhou Badong feared most was Ingu and master-eating, and specifically, a certain poem. Old imp, listen well, 4 frames of the loom, the mandarin ducks woven to fly together. As soon as he heard those lines, Zhou Badong couldn't help but wail and run out. Don't say it. Don't say it. I'm coming out, alright? Huang Rong was stunned. Brother Yang, why did he come out just because you said that? Yang Lei smiled and whispered the story of Zhou Badong and Ingu to her. Rong if you want to threaten him, just use these lines. It's his greatest fear. Really? Huang Rong was skeptical. Try it yourself if you don't believe me. Old imp Zhou Badong, humph. Huang Rong looked at him coldly. Ah. Is it you, little girl? I haven't seen you in a while. I missed you a bit. Did you bring me anything good to eat? Zhou Badong saw it was Huang Rong. He remembered her well because she used to bring him food. You want me to bring you food? Dream on. You dare insult my father? Humph. I didn't. I wouldn't insult your father, I don't even know him. Zhou Badong shook his head like a rattle. Liar. You just did. Do you think I'm deaf? Ah. Wait, are you Huang Laoxia's daughter? Zhou Badong was dazed, then his face fell. Are you here to trick me out of my 9 manual? Trick you? Don't make me laugh. Do I need to trick you? Yang Lei said. I have the complete 9 manual myself. You only have the upper half. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. The old imp grew agitated. The upper half is only with me. How could you have it? Don't lie to me, I'm not stupid. Why impossible? I found it in the ancient tomb at Mount Zhongnan. Yang Lei didn't hide it. He respected Zhou Badong for his restraint. He had resisted practicing the manual for 20 years. If it were Yang Lei, he wouldn't have lasted 20 days. This. Yang Lei smiled. If you don't believe me, want me to recite it for you? Fine. Recite it. Yang Lei recited, the way of heaven is to take from the surplus and give to the deficient, therefore, the void overcomes the solid, and the deficient overcomes the surplus. After a passage, Yang Lei looked at him. Is it wrong? Is this the 9 manual? You, how is this possible? I must have misheard. I must have. The old imp mumbled. Old imp, what are you mumbling about? Yang Lei shouted. Come over here. Don't make me move, or it'll be painful. Joke. What can a brat like you do to me? I'm not coming. He acted like a child again. 4 frames of the loom, the mandarin ducks woven to fly together. Huang Rong sang. Stop. Stop. I'm coming over right now. As Zhou Badong approached his own trap, Yang Lei flicked his finger, sending a hidden chi strike that hit the old imp's leg. His body tilted, and he stepped right into his own mess. Wah! It stinks. It stinks. He jumped out, shouting. Hee hee. Interesting. This is called reaping what you sow. Humph. Huang Rong clapped her hands and laughed. I, the old imp, have been smart all my life, yet I fell to you 2 brats. I must get revenge. Zhou Badong lunged at them. Yang Lei pulled Huang Rong back, and they instantly appeared 10 meters away. Zhou Badong was shocked. What movement technique is this? It's so fast. Is it a magic trick? I don't believe I can't catch you. He sprinted toward them. Yang Lei shook his head. To catch him, Zhou Badong was far off. He was a martial god, the old imp was just a martial saint. But the old imp really did stink. Yang Lei took out a cloud rain talisman. It could cause rain over a large area, but he controlled it to fall only in a 3-meter radius around Zhou Badong. A white light shot into the sky, a dark cloud formed, and heavy rain poured down, only on Zhou Badong. Wow! It's raining. Chapter 468, Leaving Peach Blossom Island, 1. The old imp, who was about to chase Yang Lei, stopped. Good rain. Good rain. I don't stink anymore. Make it harder. Harder. Yang Lei and Huang Rong were speechless. You couldn't use logic with this man. Hearing him shouting like a wolf or a barking dog made Yang Lei uncomfortable. Old imp, are you coming or not? If you like it here so much, you can stay forever. Yang Lei turned to leave with Huang Rong. He wanted to recruit the old imp, he was a great fighter and even better at causing chaos. Sending him to the Mongols or the Song court would be perfect. Ah. I'm coming. I don't want to stay in this ghostly place anymore. I've been here for over 10 years, I've wanted to leave for ages. But Huang Laoxia was here, and I couldn't beat him. The old imp felt frustrated thinking about his imprisonment. Don't worry, he won't stop you this time. He has the 9 manual now, keeping you here is pointless. Yang Lei said. Huang Laoxia has it. Did you give it to him? Zhou Badong caught up, soaked but unfazed. Of course. It's the betrothal gift for Ronger. It's what her father dreamed of, so I wasn't stingy. Compared to Ronger, the manual is nothing. Yang Lei looked at Huang Rong. She felt like she had swallowed honey, her heart was so sweet. Little brother, I'm telling you, what's good about getting a wife? If you get a wife, there are many martial arts you can't learn. Think of me. Zhou Badong stopped suddenly. Anyway, don't get a wife. It's not a good thing. Huang Rong glared at him as if she wanted to eat him alive. Yang Lei just smiled. Yang Lei stayed on Peach Blossom Island for a few days. He set up a spirit gathering formation in a small area covering 2 courtyards. Building the courtyards was Huang Yasher's job. The Eastern heretic was amazed by his future son-in-law's formation skills. He had only read about such things in ancient books. Since his father-in-law wanted to learn, Yang Lei gave him a basic formation manual. Though basic to Yang Lei, it was far beyond what Huang Yasher knew. During those days, Yang Lei officially settled his marriage with Huang Rong and Mu Nianxi. Huang Yasher was initially unhappy with 2 wives, but after seeing the spirit gathering formation, he shut up. His daughter had said she'd marry no one else. With the marriage settled, Yang Lei prepared to leave. Unifying the world wouldn't be easy. He needed to go to the Song Palace, find Wang Chongyang, and visit the Shaolin Temple for the Vajra Indestructible Divine Skill and the 9 Yang Manual. He had the prenatal Pure Yang art, but only the first 2 levels. If his 9 Yin manual progressed too far, the imbalance of Yin and Yang would cause trouble. Huang Rong wanted to go with him. But Yang Lei was going to the Imperial Palace where many experts might be, it would be dangerous. He refused, making her stomp her feet in anger. Finally, with Huang Yasher's persuasion and several promises from Yang Lei, she agreed to stay. Xiangyang. Yang Lei and the old imp were in a restaurant. Old imp, can you stop eating? The man was a headache. If not for the Mandarin Duck's poem, Yang Lei wouldn't be able to control him. Although Yang Lei was stronger, Zhou Badong was no weakling. Using the poem was the only way to keep him in line. It was his Achilles heel. Another reason he stayed was that Yang Lei said he was looking for Wang Chongyang. Zhou Badong thought he was dead, but after Yang Lei showed some magic tricks, he believed him. Yang Lei himself wasn't sure if Wang Chongyang was alive. The system task was to defeat the 5 greats. If it meant the new 5 greats, he would have to wait 2 years for the Mount Hua competition. But Yang Lei could move that up. With the Beggar sect and Chuanjin sect under him, he could easily organize an earlier competition. Even the 5 greats cared about the title of number 1 in the world. Chapter 469, Arriving in Xiangyang. Yang Lei found that many people were heading toward Mount Zhongnan because of his talismans. The Chuanjin sect was growing rapidly. In this era, the Song court was weak and corrupt, people were starving and oppressed. The Chuanjin sect's presence and Yang Lei's talismans made it the number 1 religion in the world. The Song, Jin, and even Mongols sent envoys to invite the Taoists and offer the title of national religion. But the sect was under Yang Lei's control. Without his permission, they dared not accept. Let's go, old imp. Yang Lei shook his head at the man's antics. He went to Xiangyang to see how Guojing and Hong Qigong were doing. He easily found the beggar sect's headquarters. My lord. Hong Qigong was excited to see Yang Lei. His cultivation was on the verge of breaking through, all thanks to Yang Lei. Without him, he wouldn't have had this chance in his lifetime. Yang Lei also cared for the common people, which made Hong Qigong serve him wholeheartedly. Old beggar, you've worked hard. Yang Lei patted his shoulder. He was satisfied with Hong Qigong's performance. It's no hardship. Serving my lord is my duty. Yang Lei turned to Zhou Baodong. Old imp, come here. You know each other, right? Zhou Baodong? Hey, old beggar. How are you? Zhou Baodong's eyes lit up. Come, my martial arts have improved a lot. Let's fight. Come on. Yang Lei and Hong Qigong were speechless. The man wanted to fight immediately. Old imp. Yang Lei glared at him. All right, no fighting then. He shrank back. Old beggar, how is the situation? I have sent people to find the information you wanted. We should know soon. Good. Find some military commanders for me, but remember, character is most important. If their character is bad, don't consider them. Rest assured, my lord. I know that. Has someone named Guojing come to find you? Yang Lei asked. If the boy followed his advice, he should be in Xiangyang. He has, my lord. I saw his character was excellent and he has great perseverance, so I took him as a disciple. You took him as a disciple? Good. Guojing is excellent, you're taking him in as your luck and his fate. He has great grit, he will become a great pillar in the future. Thank you for your kind words, my lord. Hong Qigong was happy. Guojing was a bit slow, but his perseverance made up for it. Talent required 99% sweat. Yang Lei took out an item and gave it to Hong Qigong. Give this to him. Tell him to train an army for me. I hope he can forge a force comparable to Yufei's army. This is, the Wumu legacy? Hong Qigong was shaken. He knew what this was, the military strategies and training methods of General Yufei. With this, a powerful army could be built. Yes. It's General Yufei's legacy. With this, I believe Guojing won't disappoint you. Also, take control of Xiangyang City. That shouldn't be hard, right? If you need help, find Mayu and the Chuanjin sect. They are very influential now. I want Xiangyang in our hands within 3 months. My lord, with the Chuanjin sect's help, I don't need 3 months. 1 month is enough. Hong Qigong patted his chest. Chapter 470, The Sword Tomb of Dugut Subai. Good. If you can do it in 1 month, I'll give you a surprise. Yang Lei knew Hong Qigong's 18 subduing dragon palms were not the original version. The original was lost after Qiao Feng jumped off the cliff. Hong Qigong's version was his own creation. Though powerful, Yang Lei knew the original was far more formidable. He could exchange for the original version in the system for 150 million points, a price he was willing to pay. I guarantee I will complete the mission. Hong Qigong was excited. To him, Yang Lei was like an immortal. If he said it was a surprise, it must be incredible. Old imp. What? You want to take me to a fight? Zhou Baodong stood up. You stay with the old beggar. Listen to him. If you help him well, I'll consider teaching you something. Yang Lei knew the old imp wanted to learn how he made items disappear. It was just a storage ring, he had already given away several, to Mu Nianzi, Huang Rong, Huang Yaoshi, and Ma Yu. He could easily forge more with his materials. Are you serious? Don't lie to the old imp. If you do, I'll lose out big time, and I can't beat you anyway. Why would I lie to you? Yang Lei was speechless. Rest assured, I keep my word. The old beggar can witness it. Yes, I can witness for my lord. Hong Qigong nodded. Having the old imp as a helper was great, he was a top expert. Then you must swear it. If you lie, you're a little dog. Zhou Badong raised his chin. Fine, I swear. If you help the old beggar take Xiangyang, I'll teach you. If I don't, I'm a little dog. Pinky swear? Yang Lei. Yang Lei's purpose in Xiangyang, besides directing Hong Qigong, was to find the sword tomb of Dugu Tsubai. He remembered it was near Xiangyang, inhabited by a special kind of poisonous python whose gall could increase internal energy. After searching the outskirts with his true eagle eye, he found it. It was a valley inhabited by a giant eagle, the great condor. It was taller than a man, ugly, with tattered feathers, yellow-black in color, and looking very dirty. Yang Lei used his identification skill. Asterisk golden-winged great condor, descendant of the golden-winged pung. Level, mid-stage martial saint. Because of long-term consumption of python gall, toxins have accumulated, causing feathers to fall out and tumors to grow. Yang Lei sighed. If not for the toxins, it would likely be at the late-stage martial saint level. Since Yang Lei knew spirit communication, he could speak with it. Great Condor, are you the one raised by Senior Dugu Tsubai? The condor was shocked. This human could speak to him. Was he a bird turned into a human? How can you speak with me? That's not important. Just tell me, are you the one? Yes. How do you know? I won't tell you. Since you are, then this is indeed Dugu Tsubai's sword tomb. Can you tell me where he went? Don't tell me he's dead. I know someone of his level has at least a 500-year lifespan. He wouldn't die so easily. Chapter 471, The Great Condor Wants Meat and Wine. Yang Lei looked at the condor. Dugu Tsubai, the sword devil, was likely a martial god or even beyond. Who are you? What are you here for? Are you an enemy of my master? I won't tell you. The condor grew vigilant, ready to fight if he was an enemy. Yang Lei smiled. Don't worry, big fellow. I won't harm you or Senior Dugu. With his level, how could I be his rival? I just want to know if he is still in this world. You're really not an enemy? The condor had followed Dugu for years and had high intelligence, but it was still an animal. Sensing no malice, it relaxed. Of course not. If I were an enemy, I'd just kill you. I know you're no match for me. Yang Lei threw a palm strike at a distant boulder, shattering it. The condor trembled. If that hit him, he'd be finished. He backed away, terrified. Don't be afraid. I won't do that to you. If I wanted to kill you, I wouldn't have waited this long. Then you really just want to know where my master went? Yang Lei nodded. Yes. I want to meet him and spar. Nothing else. Of course, if he has left this world, then there's no need to say more. Actually, I don't know if he's alive or dead. Master entered a certain place many years ago and never came out. The condor said sadly. He missed the days of eating roasted meat and drinking wine. Since Dugu left, he had only eaten raw meat and hadn't had wine in ages. Entered a place? Yang Lei wasn't surprised. If Dugu wasn't here, he had likely left for a higher-tier world. Where? Can you show me? I can, but, do you have wine? And can you roast meat for me? If you give me wine and meat, I'll take you. Otherwise, no. Yang Lei was stunned. This animal was blackmailing him for wine and meat. But he sighed, Dugu must have treated the bird well. It was touching that the condor stayed to guard the place for decades. I have wine. As for meat, you'll have to hunt it yourself. With your power, finding some wild game shouldn't be hard, right? Good. Great. Wait for me, I'll go catch something right now. Don't leave. The condor was overjoyed. He was too heavy to fly, but if he could, his combat power would increase. Yang Lei wondered why it couldn't transform. In the Chongwu continent, a martial saint beast could take human form. Was it the world's suppression? Or was its bloodline too strong to transform yet? He gathered firewood while waiting. Chapter 472, Recruiting the Great Condor, 1. The condor returned quickly with a large wild boar. He dropped it and went out again for more. He brought back 7 or 8 fat rabbits and another boar. Why so much? Can you eat all that? Yang Lei asked. I want to eat my fill. What if you go where Master went and don't come back? Where would I get more roasted meat? And where is the wine? You said you had wine. The condor looked at Yang Lei expectantly. Don't hide it, Master could take wine out of a ring. You can too, right? Yang Lei was speechless. Dugutsubai indeed had a storage ring. This proved he was no ordinary cultivator. Fine, here is the wine. Yang Lei took out several jars of high-quality wine from the Chongwu continent. It wasn't drunken dream death, but it was better than anything in this world. After eating and drinking, the condor burped, looking even uglier in its bloated state. Fine, I'll help you digest and clear the toxins. Yang Lei used a detoxification skill on the condor. It was easy for him. As the toxins were purged, the condor felt refreshed. Its old feathers fell out, and new ones grew. It quickly transformed from an ugly bird into a majestic great eagle. Thank you. Truly, thank you. The condor cried happily. No need. Just take me to where Senior Dugu went. Yang Lei waved his hand. He might need the bird's help later. Fine, follow me. But I advise you not to go in. My master was so powerful and never returned. You look strong, but you're far behind him. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. They entered the sword tomb. Yang Lei looked at the buried swords with his true eagle eye but didn't dig them up. They were good, but he could forge better ones. It's here. In the back of the tomb, the condor bumped a stone, revealing a hidden door. Yang Lei pushed it open. Inside was a pillar of light, a formation. A teleportation formation. Master entered that light. I tried to follow, but I was bounced back. Bounced back? Yang Lei inspected it. The formation had a restriction, only those at the martial god level or higher could enter. Furthermore, it was a one-way teleportation. Dugu hadn't returned because he couldn't, or because he didn't want to. Yang Lei used identification on the formation. It had existed for 1,000 years. Dugu had just discovered it. Yang Lei grew more curious. Who built this? Where does it go? He wanted to step in but resisted. He had a mission to complete first. If he went and couldn't come back, it would be a problem. Chapter 473, Recruiting the Great Condor, 2. Seeing Yang Lei standing still, the condor said, I told you not to go. If you can't come back, it's bad. Stay here. Don't worry, I won't go now. I have unfinished business. Yang Lei shook his head. Really? That's great. Then I'll still have meat and wine. Yang Lei. The bird didn't want him to leave just because it wanted a chef and a bartender. Out of the stone door, the condor continued to follow him. Why are you following me? Yang Lei asked. The bird clearly wanted to freeload. But having it was good, it could be a mount. In this world, Yang Lei couldn't use his wings, but the condor could. After the detoxification, its cultivation had improved, and it could fly again. I'm following you, of course. You're the only one who understands me, and following you means meat and wine. I'm not a stupid eagle. Following me is fine, but you can't just freeload. Why should I feed you for free? Ugh, true. Why should you? The condor tapped its head with a wing. Want a suggestion? What suggestion? As long as I get meat and wine, I'll do anything. I'll be your horse or ox. Good. You said it. Don't regret it. Rest assured. Master said a real man keeps his word. Can you understand your master's speech? He spoke in my head using spiritual communication. You're so silly. Speak, what is the requirement? The condor was impatient for its wine. It's simple, be my mount. Follow my orders. That's it? Being a mount? The eagle nodded. Done. No problem. But you must guarantee meat and wine every day. Deal. Here's a jar of wine to start. Yang Lei gave it a jar. The bird pecked it open and drank greedily. It was a bit tipsy, so Yang Lei decided to wait until the next day to head to the Song Palace. Riding a drunk eagle was not comfortable. The next day, Yang Lei named the eagle Jin Wu, Golden Feather. The bird liked the name. Leaving Shenyang, Yang Lei rode on Jin Wu's back and soared into the sky. It was much faster than walking. Near the capital, Linen, Yang Lei had Jin Wu land. It wasn't appropriate to fly directly into the city. He wanted to investigate the palace, find Wang Chongyang, and check the Song Emperor. He didn't want to kill the emperor yet, his foundation wasn't solid, and the Song territory needed to remain stable for now. Chapter 474, Empress in the Bath. Since the fall of northern Song, the capital had moved to Linen. The southern Song was much weaker than during Yufei's time because the emperors were more interested in pleasure than ruling. The palace was still luxurious, though. At night, Yang Lei infiltrated the palace. He used his true eagle eye to scan the entire palace complex. He found several experts. 2 of them were at the martial god realm, one at level 1, and another at level 2. What surprised him was that their chi was feminine, they were likely eunuchs. One might be Wang Chongyang. The 2 lived on opposite sides of the palace. Yang Lei used an invisibility talisman and walked through the halls. Passing a certain palace, he heard the sound of water. Someone was bathing. Curiosity struck him, he had never peeked at a beauty bathing before. He walked into the room. A hazy figure was in a tub, her silhouette graceful. Yang Lei's breathing quickened. She was slender, with long hair and a beautiful face. Under the mist, she was incredibly enticing. He used the ice heart technique to calm his blood. Suddenly, he forgot that his invisibility talisman had a time limit. He became visible. The woman turned and saw a blurred figure in the mist, a man. She was about to scream, but Yang Lei moved instantly and covered her mouth. Don't scream. I have no malice. If she screamed, it would be embarrassing. He was a future world ruler, being caught peeking at a bath would be a scandal. The woman saw a handsome youth about 18 or 19. His eyes were like stars. She felt her body go weak. I really mean no harm, it was an accident. If you don't scream, I'll let go. I entered this palace silently, your guards can't stop me anyway. This woman was the Empress, Xie Daoqing. She was a famous historical figure, an outstanding politician. Currently, she was not favored by Emperor Lizong, Zhao Yun. She was still a virgin. The emperor loved consort Gu and ignored the empress, whom he had only married because of pressure from the empress dowager. Xie Daoqing was a beauty, though her skin was slightly dark. But that didn't matter to Yang Lei. Chapter 475, Stunning Words. Seeing her nod, Yang Lei let go. You, turn around first. Xie Daoqing said softly, her face blushing. Fine. But don't call out. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Yang Lei turned around. Xie Daoqing stood up and got dressed. She was a virgin, even the emperor hadn't seen her body. She was embarrassed, but she also felt a strange sensation. She dressed quickly and said, all right, turn around. Yang Lei turned. In her royal robes, she looked noble and elegant, a grace that girls like Huang Rong or Mu Nianzi didn't have. What is your name? Who are you? Yang Lei asked. I am Xie Daoqing. Who are you? How dare you enter the palace at night? Her voice was small, afraid of being discovered. I am Yan Lei. I came to find someone and passed by here. I saw you bathing. It was an accident because you are so beautiful. But you haven't told me, who are you? You look noble, are you a consort? You're looking for someone? Who? I might be able to help you. And what you said, you're not wrong. I am indeed the emperor's wife. She hesitated. Wait. You're a consort in a luxurious palace, yet you're still a virgin? That makes no sense. Yan Lei could easily tell she was a virgin. This was Xie Daoqing's secret pain. To tell you the truth, I am the empress. But the emperor only married me because of pressure. He favors consort Gu. I am an empress only in name. An empress? Yan Lei was stunned. He knew the emperor was Zhao Yun, but he didn't know the empress. If I were favored, do you think I'd be talking to you like this? Xie Daoqing smiled bitterly. Yan Lei used identification. Asterisk Xie Daoqing, 21 years old. Empress of Southern Song Emperor Lizong, Zhao Yun asterisk I see. Yan Lei thought for a moment. Sometimes, what seems bad is not necessarily bad. Xie Daoqing looked at him, confused. Yan Lei continued, since fate brought us together, I'll give you a piece of advice. Fate? Xie Daoqing thought. Was this fate? She felt a strange attraction to this handsome, powerful youth who had appeared like magic. Can you take me away from this prison? Can you save me? She asked suddenly. Chapter 476, The Empress's Decision, 1. Yan Lei was stunned. An empress, with wealth and status, wanted to leave? But he understood. An empress with no favor was just waiting to be deposed. The harem was a cruel place. Yan Lei's appearance was a ray of hope for her. You want me to take you away? Yes. Xie Daoqing nodded. She wanted freedom. And she felt something for this man. Can you really give up the wealth and status? I can. It's all hollow. I just want my own life. Fine, I'll take you out. But where will you go? I have nowhere. You saw my body. I am still pure. I want to follow you. Her face turned red. Yan Lei was in a predicament. He couldn't have an empress following him everywhere right now. But he thought of a place. Fine, I'll take you. But you can't follow me right now. I have much to do. I'll settle you in a quiet, beautiful place where you can learn martial arts. Xie Daoqing felt a bit disappointed but understood. I know. I just hope you'll give me a place in the future. Is my charm that strong? Yan Lei wondered. An empress wanted to follow him after just one meeting. Fine. Wait for me. I'll find 2 people, then we leave. He gave her a pill. Eat this, it's good for your body and will extend your life by 20 years. I understand. Be careful, and don't forget me. Chapter 477, The Empress's Decision, 2. Xie Daoqing looked at him with concern. She was afraid he wouldn't come back. Her heart was already his. Rest assured, I keep my word. Since I'm taking responsibility for you, I won't leave you. In fact, once you follow me, you won't be able to leave even if you wanted to. I am a domineering man. I am not a loose woman. Since I've decided to follow you, I will never have a second heart. If I do, let the heavens strike me dead. She swore. Yan Lei stopped her. I believe you. No need for oaths. I'll go now and be back soon. He headed for the eastern side of the palace, toward the level 2 martial god. The area was quiet and desolate, a perfect place for cultivation. He felt a faint dragon aura there. Was it a member of the Song royal family? Yan Lei walked into the house. A man opened his eyes and unleashed a powerful pressure. If Yan Lei were a normal level 1 martial god, he might have been suppressed, but he ignored it. The man was shocked. His pressure did nothing. May I ask who Senior is? Why have you come here? He spoke first, fearing for his life. Yang Lei used identification. Zhao Kong, Level 2 Martial God. Cultivating the first volume of the True Dragon Art. The True Dragon Art? That explained why he stayed in the palace to use the dragon aura. Senior? You don't need to call me that. I'm younger than you. I'm just looking for someone. I found two powerful people in the palace and wanted to see who they were. You are not the one I'm looking for. Zhao Kong was quick to adapt. Then who are you looking for, Senior? I can help. Chapter 478, The Cultivation Realm? I have some questions for you. You've been in the palace for a long time. The man in the west has a similar cultivation to yours, you must know him. Ah, Senior means Little Yang? He's quite talented, reached my level in less than 100 years. But compared to Senior, he's nothing. Zhao Kong flattered. Little Yang? Yang Lei's face twitched. If that was Wang Chongyang, the image of the #1 expert was truly shattered. Is his name Wang Chongyang? Yes. He used to be one of the 5 greats. It's him then. Yang Lei was relieved. Finding him meant he could complete his mission. Why is Senior looking for him? I can take you there. Zhao Kong was happy to help. He hoped to get some pointers from this incredibly powerful youth. I have another question. You are the strongest person I've seen in this world. Are there others? Doesn't Senior come from that place? Zhao Kong asked in surprise. My master said there is a place called the Cultivation Realm. People at my level are just at the entry stage. The Cultivation Realm? Yang Lei frowned. Where is it? How do you get in? I don't know exactly. Every 100 years, people from that realm come to select talents. It's been 98 years, they should appear in 2 years. They gather at the Tianshan Mountains and use a teleportation formation. A teleportation formation? Interesting. Yang Lei knew about them from the Chongwu continent. Has Senior heard of them? I can set them up myself. It's no big deal. Yang Lei said dismissively. Zhao Kong was awestruck. Take me to Wang Chongyang. If you help me, I'll look at your technique and give you some pointers. Yes. Right away. Chapter 479, Central Divinity Wang Chongyang. Zhao Kong led him to the western side. Little Yang. Come out. A man appeared. He looked about 50, with a pale, beardless face. Zhao, why are you here? Did you find a breakthrough? His voice was high-pitched and feminine. Yang Lei knew it was because he had castrated himself to practice the sunflower manual, derived from the prenatal gong. Little Yang, I'm not the one looking for you. This Senior is. Zhao Kong pointed to Yang Lei. Senior? Wang Chongyang was shocked. He sensed no qi from Yang Lei, meaning he was either a normal person or far more powerful than himself. Obviously, it was the latter. Does Senior have business with me? Are you the Wang Chongyang who founded the Chuanjin sect? Yes, I am. Good. Your 7 true Taoists and the sect have already submitted to me. Wang Chongyang was stunned but quickly said, it is their blessing to serve Senior. He really knows how to talk, Yang Lei thought. I want you two to work for me too. I can help you advance your martial arts, fix your techniques, or even take you to the cultivation realm. The two looked at each other with joy. I am willing to follow my lord. Zhao Kong bowed. Wang Chongyang did the same. Good. But don't you want to know what I want to do? We don't need to ask. As long as we can pursue the peak of martial arts, we will do anything. Zhao Kong said. Fine. I trust you. Take these pills. They will improve your physical condition and extend your lives. Yang Lei gave them essence blood pills. Chapter 480, The True Dragon Art, 1. Thank you, my lord. The two were ecstatic. They knew these pills weren't ordinary. You should call me my lord. Yang Lei said. Master sounded weird coming from two old men, especially a beardless eunuch. Yes, my lord. My goal is to unify the world and establish a new dynasty within 2 or 3 years, uniting the Song, Jin, and Mongols. You might wonder why someone of my level cares about worldly power. It's because of my sex mission and because unification brings merit, which helps with cultivation. You'll understand later. Yang Lei was just bluffing them with the merit story. We understand. Stay in the palace for now. When I attack the capital, you will assist from within. Now, show me your techniques. I'll take a look and perhaps improve them for you. Zhao Kong and Wang Chongyang were hesitant. A technique was a martial artist's greatest secret, but they agreed. Yang Lei wasn't interested in the sunflower manual, but he was curious about the true dragon art. If he became the sole emperor, that art might be useful. He didn't plan to learn everything, just to see if it was worthwhile.